Alright, so we found Anders, and he joins our team, and he is technically our mage, and I think I wanted to make him into our battle mage healer sort of thing, where he could like hold his own, but at the same time heal everyone, because I think that would be a pretty decent combination, and I didn't realize he had 3 different skills he can level up. I think I go all the way with potions, or do I go with improved combat tactics? I think I'll go training because it has mana regeneration, and that would be nice for him. He has 8 spells, which is, I think, much more than Myri. And I wanted to give him Rock Armor, Stone Fists, and I think I'll go all the way to Petrify, because Petrify is amazing, just in general. And I was like, okay, since you got some healing abilities, why don't just, you know, go Regeneration over, Heroic, whatever, the other abilities. I can't think of the name. Went by too fast. Anyway. He's now joined our team, and he's going to be helping us save this dude. That Darkspawn in the back is great, because he broke down the barrier, and then he was like, you know what, let's just run over and fight these guys. He's like, I'm gonna kill this. Wait, some more people.
Thank the Maker.
The survivors of Vigil Keep, and I think it says I saved everyone that I possibly could. I probably didn't. I feel like I missed more people than I should have. Although it says it's telling me that I did my job, so conflicted on whether or not I did my job well. I think I go back. I don't know what that sound is. I wanted to see my abilities and see if I was missing anything. You'll notice we have our own little ability called Rally. It's why there's a giant orange circle around us. I don't think I noticed this until much later, but I think it gives boosts to our allies, and I'm not sure when or where we got it from. I assume because we're Warden Commander. You know, I assume that's what the reason is. Or, you know, it's like, hey, you're going to be the boss of these people. You're going to have to inspire and lead them. So why not give you a buff that helps buff up your allies?
Going.
And I was hoping that this either looped around to the other side so I can get through that door, or lead me to the right way. And I was correct. And I noticed this giant Ballista, and I should have just started using it, because this is one of those solo fights that I had to do. And it starts off terribly. She's in a crushing prison. I'm stuck on a paralyzing glyph. And now she has bonds of morality on top of that, which I don't realize until later, when she didn't heal and dies. Right here, I was like, oh wait, do you have, oh, you fucking have curse, oh, it's not bonds of morality, it's curse of morality. I think bonds of morality is a magic card. So I think I've crossed the two over. Yeah, I have to fight all of these guys by myself. Because you'll notice that oh, it's bonds of morality. Anyway, you'll notice that Anders was soloing a Hurlock, and he's not quite as good as you might imagine in soloing people. So I just take on the rest, the last 3 people. I put one of the abilities, I forgot the title, I think it's not Curse, and I missed it earlier. I was trying to like see if it would drain his life down a little and like hopefully kill him, if possible. Turned out not to be the case. It didn't do as much damage as I wanted it to. But yeah, so talking about this Ballista, it turns out that you can interact with said Ballista, and you can actually fire the Ballista at that crowd of enemies that was standing there. So essentially, I sort of wasted my my time. Do I give an injury crit to both? I was like, okay, you have health regeneration, you probably should get rid of that. You have cunning, which I don't think is a huge deal for you, so you'll probably be fine. For those who have played Awakening, you're probably like, you are an idiot. Yeah, you'll see why. I think it's gonna happen in this video. I also have Sash of the Forbidden Secrets, and I was like, okay. Or Cinch of Masterful Maneuvering. I think I give him the blue sash, and I think I gave the girl skillful maneuvering. 2 little stats. It's just a really decent item altogether. I give her both of the rings because why the hell not? And I think I gave her all the resistances and bonus armor, so she can become the tank lord. And I think she has, yeah, I give her the better sword, the top side. It's my old sword, and I was like, she's gonna have much more of an easier time. How shield, it's not bad. It's like, you don't really need the 2 willpower. Armor of the Legion's 21, okay, it's not 30. But it has 3 rune slots, so, but that's like a 6 armor increase, so still really nice. Heavy plate boots. She just becomes the tank lord for me, which is great. I think she has the best armor or helmet on as of now. Yeah, I was like, okay, let's just armor up and let's head on out. Oh yeah, I wanted to check out this Ballista. I was like, oh, it fires, and I just shot my own mansion. That's probably bad. Let's do it again. Then I realized you can move it, and it fires exactly where those enemies are. And I was like, oh, god damn it. Now I find this out after the fight and after everybody downed. It's like, ugh. It's probably my own fault, but whatever. More stuff to loot. What we got? Studded leather armor. Giant ass barricade. Which is, I think, oh yeah, so this is the loop around. That's what I was hoping that last room would do. It loops me back around to the lever, which I can now pull. And I got a level up from that as well, as you can tell.
Oh, we're scared now. Don't come over here. Ha!
Trip mines, bitches.
It'll take more than that to kill us, beasties. Come again if you dare.
Wouldn't you be out of mines though? So, I don't know who that is. And I don't know if I actually go and look for him. I don't think I do. And I want to get that shadow ability. Because I already have duelist and assassin. And I was like, shadow would probably be the best. And I think I start going to rune crafting. Because I want to play around with the runes in this game. And this is a tough one. I was like, okay, there's so much to do. I think I go with the Punisher. It does 2 strikes, and then the 3rd strike is a critical hit if you connect the blow. And it gives penalties to attack, defense, or can you just knock them on the ground. It's a really cool skill. And I was like, let's see if I can mess around with this a little. I moved rune crafting all the way to the end because I was like, okay, I can just have my abilities that do stuff. Oh, here's the Punisher, by the way. And I got a crit. That knocked him down to the ground, which is, like, the best way to introduce yourself to a skill. Hey, there's a slight chance this might happen, and this might happen. So let's have both of them happen on the first try. Some more chainmail. I think at this point I was just, like, looting everything and his mother. I was like, I just need everyone and everything. So there's 2 ways to go, and I was like, okay, the dwarf was up there, but I've already gone that way. And I don't actually go back and talk to the dwarf, I just continue forward.
The keep is under attack! Quick, get yourselves to safety.
Make her bless you.
The keep is under attack! Thank you! I do go help her out, and I was like, what was that? Ah, there's the emissary. I wanted him to, like, petrify the emissary. And then I wanted him to have like a one-on-one duel with said emissary, but he was too far away, and I was like, I might as well just grab Poop Butt and do this. He did not petrify. Oh, now we got the petrify off. Okay. I thought I could do the Punisher and get the crit, but it looks like, because if you crit with petrify on a target, I thought it instantly killed them, but for some reason I got the crit. It went up to like 55 damage, but it didn't do anything besides that. So I'm not sure what was going on. I'm not sure if it's like, oh, if you crit with your weapons, or if you do like, if you use a skill that crits. Because I think if you use a skill that crits, it doesn't count. Now here things get a little interesting because they have a bunch of branching pathways. And of course I gotta loot a bunch of shit because, you know, RPGs, man. loot for days. More runes.
Again? What?
I wanted to see if he had enough, if he had all of his auras on. He does have frost weapons,
To the rescue.
which we can turn on. I think all of the others are activatable, meaning that they can be activated and they don't increase. They're not like passives that you can equip and turn on, like the frost weapons and my duelist. However, I think frost weapons it's only there for a certain amount of time. I think there's a certain time before it's like, oh, fuck off, we're not done. Oh, we're done. I've had enough with your shit. I got another person. Now, I'm not really sure what it takes to trigger these traps. If you step on the inner circle, the little, like, inner ball, you'll notice that there's 4 circles. If you step on that, does it trigger? Or what? Because I was able to do that a few times with a few enemies. Glyph of Paralysis is just, like, a really weird, glyph that I'm not really sure how it interacts. Sometimes, like, I step on the edge and it's like I'm frozen for 4 days and I can write home to my parents while I get stuck in purgatory. I don't know where I was going with that. And then there are other times where I can just, like, step on the outside and not even, like, get affected by it. So it's a really weird skill.
Make her have mercy.
Apparently Maker has to have mercy twice. Got stunned, thank God. And that's when I noticed there's a mage next to him. I was like, oh, let's take care of the mage because he's probably bigger and badder. Oh, thank God I have backstabs, man. And my team are actually record phase, which is always nice.
We managed somehow.
Quick, get yourselves to safety.
It's always nice when your team actually, like, tries to kill people. You rescued as many. Okay, so that's the cutoff point where it's like, hey, you did your best. You rescued as many people as you possibly could. I don't know if that means I left a few people out. I don't know if that means, hey, you let several thousand people die on your watch. You sack of poop. Feel bad. I assume it probably does. Oh yeah, we have a soul rot coating recipe that's for poison making, and we have a cutscene. And you'll notice someone very familiar. Hey, you guys. So, at first I was like, wait a second, I've seen that face before. It turns out Ogren is in this DLC. They'll explain why after this fight. But it's definitely nice that they brought a few of the characters back. Oh yeah, that's right, I wanted to use an earthquake, or was it blizzard? But since it affects ourselves, I was like, let's not. Let's just stare at Poopa, who's stuck in a paralysis trap again. I think he activated, no, he didn't activate Earthquake. I was like, is that Earthquake on the ground? The ball? Herlock Alpha. But they were usually tankier. Oh, it looks like, oh yeah, Oberyn is just invincible in this part. Like, he has a bonds morality, and he's just, no, that's,
I killed it.
whatever. He has cursed morality. That's the one.
Aha! There you are.
What up, Oberyn?
When these Darkspawn showed up, I thought, just you wait until the new commander gets here and you'll all be spitting teeth out of your arses. Followed the screaming, and sure enough, here you are. Good on ya.
Oberyn, you're here? The balls? Or
You
odd place
just
for you to
showed
show up.
I've been here for almost a week now.
Surprisingly.
Came here thinking I might try my hand at becoming a bona fide Gray Warden.
He was here when I left. I can't believe the Wardens didn't kick him out.
Well, hey, if it isn't the recruit with a great
That's how you
rack.
remember people.
Yes, a prize for the Wardens, to be sure.
I know. Too good to be true, right? Hey, who's the mage? Boyfriend? Should I leave you two alone?
Is that sexual harassment?
Wow, a dwarf that smells like a brewery. You never see that anywhere.
A mage comedian. Thought those normally died young.
Jesus. It's good to see you again.
I find that hard to believe.
As do I.
Now, let's go introduce some Darkspawn arses to my foot. Only polite thing to do.
I mean, Ogren was never a bad guy. I mean, sure, he was a drunk half the time, but So I wasn't really sure what I should give him. I was thinking, okay, I should give you Reaver, or as well as Guardian, maybe, maybe Champion. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I think I gave him tracking because I was like, what do I give him? Do I give him clarity? I guess because he just used some skills every now and then. I was like, okay, and survival, YOLO, go all berserker. I think I take off the taunt and the disengage because I was like, I don't really want you to be. Oh, I guess I take off the disengage because I was like, no, and the taunt. Yeah, that's right. Because it's like, I want you to be the more like two-handed version of Myri, pretty much. I want you to be swinging people and trying to do as much damage, while Myri usually just beefs up and tanks. You know. But I think later,